Fading light through blind on the quiet wall. Cold hands on the blanket my mother made. Your folded letter waits beside my trembling breath. The city waits. This room refuses to move. I asked you to leave so you could breathe. Now every shadow looks a little like you. Loving you meant setting you free. I waited, you didn't come back. Photographs shaking in my tired hands. I whisper your name into the quiet room. Night rain remembers our walks along the pier. Your laughter still clings to the cafe door. We traded forever for a one-way ticket. I packed your freedom with my breaking voice. You cried without anger, I broke without sound. We kissed like goodbye. Had always been waiting. Loving you meant setting you free. I waited, you didn't come back. Empty doorways echo, almost spoken words. If I had spoken, would you still be leaving? At the gate you pressed the note into me. Final calls blurred into one long-held breath. Your shoulders shook as you turned away. My silence roared louder than every goodbye. I chose your sky. I stayed with the ground. Weeks moved forward, but my heart stayed at departures. Unreturned calls I never made haunt my pockets. Your letter forgives what I never confessed aloud. My fault lives quietly between each hopeful line. Loving you meant setting you free. I waited, didn't come back again. Fading light spills over our unfinished sentences. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Now night rain writes your name on my window. I breathe in the emptiness you left me with. Some love stay by leaving and never really leave. small and quiet town. Porch board side beneath my cold hands waiting. Fishing boats sway like ghosts against the bay. Your name moves through my trembling breath tonight. I watch the skyline blur into night rain. Every shadow on the water look like you're leaving. I loved you enough to lose you. That was the loudest silence I've ever known. Empty doorways echo with what I never said. I loved you enough to lose you. I see us under summer fireflies still burning. Your laugh soft against my shoulder that night. We drew our future in the humid dark. Promised distance would bend, not break our hearts. But unreturned calls turned nights into quiet rooms. Every word we swallowed grew heavier than goodbye. I loved you enough to lose you. That was the loudest silence I've ever known. Photographs shaking in my restless hands at midnight. I loved you enough to lose you. Your suitcase waiting by the door like a verdict. You asked with your eyes if I'd stop you. If I had spoken, I'd have broken your sky. So I kissed your forehead and whispered, go. My fault lives inside that single fragile word. Now the sea keeps your secrets while I keep your absence. I waited by the horizon you never stepped from. Night rain blurs the glass where your reflection should be. I gave you freedom and stayed here losing myself. I loved you enough to lose you. There was the loudest silence I've ever known. Every quiet room repeats the way you walked away. I would have held you longer, but I opened the door too late to gather all the pieces I shattered. I loved you enough to lose you. Under fading light, I thank you and break alone. cafe window glass, cold hands circling this untouched bitter coffee cup. Empty doorway where your laughter used to spill in. Silence sits across from me, wearing your shadow. You said you only needed space to finally breathe. I nodded like I understood, trembling breath burning. I loved you enough to lose you. I loved you enough to lose you. Fading light on the dreams we never finished. I loved you enough to lose you. Days folded into weeks, my voice turned paper thin. Unreturned calls hanging like ghosts above my bed. Your unread messages stare through my shaking photographs. I waited in quiet rooms you never entered. You spoke of distant skies, your eyes already leaving. I smiled like nothing cracked, my fault for silence. I loved you enough to lose you. I loved you enough to lose you. Night rain on the street where we first were brave. I loved you enough to lose you. Your last message glowed cold in my shaking hand. Just 4 small words, a soft knife in my chest. You were choosing yourself, I was choosing your freedom. If I had spoken, would your light have dimmed? Or would we still be breaking in slow motion? Under the hesitant moon, I stood where we first kissed. Streetlights flickered like apologies I never learned to say. I finally saw the chasm between your need and mine. Love was my quiet retreat, bearing the ache alone. I loved you enough to lose you, and still I breathe. I loved you enough to lose you, though it hollowed me. Cold hands trace your name through fogged and fading glass. Empty doorways teach me how to stand here alone. I would have held you longer, but you needed the sky. I loved you enough to lose you and stay unseen. Fading light on the waterline. Cold hands hidden deep in a warm jacket. City waking slow behind my tired shoulders. Your name drifts soft across the gray horizon. Where to go, trace broken circles, trembling breath, counting every wave you missed. My silence was the only way I loved you. I stepped back so your sky could open, photographs shaking in my unsteady fingers. My silence was the only way I loved you. You rose like glass towers in the distance. Night rain blurred your window into scattered stars. Unreturned calls echoed through my quiet rooms. I watched you laughing inside a world without me. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? Or shattered gently in my empty doorway? My silence was the only way I loved you. I let my shadow fall behind your footsteps. Your new life glowed while mine grew smaller. My silence was the only way I loved you. You found me again by the sleepless harbor. Your eyes held storms we never named. Words hovered close, then slipped beneath the tide. Too late to say this hurt was chosen. Too late to ask you to turn around. You walked away slowly and the bench grew wider. Empty doorways open inside my quiet chest. I felt the thread between us finally loosen. My fault was loving you where no one heard. My silence was the only way I loved you. I wrapped my heart in distance to keep you shining. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. But I let you go to keep you unbroken. Now every trembling breath tastes like yesterday's harbor. My silence was the only way I loved you. I carry you softly in places I never speak.
Late light bleeding through chip fire escapes and maple leaves. I stand outside our cafe door on cracked pavement. Your jasmine clings to roasted coffee in the air. Photographs shaking in my hands that hold nothing. You were the warmth in my cold corners. Now it's just quiet rooms and unfinished sentences. I let you go so you could stay alive. My cold hands never learned to ask you. Night rain falls where your shadow used to be. I let you go so you could stay alive. We traded dreams beneath streetlights, humming like restless bees. Promises lived in hurried texts and trembling breath. Life pulled us into different skies and secret distances. I waited by unreturned calls, pretending it was easy. If I had spoken, maybe time bent softer. Instead I swallowed storms and smiled you forward. I let you go so you could stay alive. Your suitcase closing sounded like a final heartbeat. Fading light on your face said everything for us. I let you go so you could stay alive. At the terminal your eyes were a breaking ocean. Mine were calm like glass, afraid to ever ripple. We held on softly, afraid to hold you longer. Love felt like opening my hands around you. Some chains are kindest when they never fasten. Months blurred into night rain and letters I never mailed. Empty doorways learned your name, then forgot it slowly. I traced your laugh on walls of this quiet room. My fault was loving you more in my silence. I let you go so you could stay alive. Every fading light reminds me what I released. Cold hands waving while my heart begged you to stay. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. But sacrificial love walks home alone in the dark. I let you go so you could stay. Some love survive only in the spaces left behind.
Night rain leans against a cracked old window. Quiet room breathing with a fading light. Your photograph shaking in my cold hands. I trace your smile like a worn out prayer. I waited for courage that never really came. So you walked away through that empty doorway. I loved you enough to let you go. Whispered it inside where you'd never know. Trembling breath caught on unreturned calls. My fault buried under this soft, relentless sorrow. in the heat over broken sidewalks. Your laugh spilling gold across the summer dust. I stood half shadow in the burning daylight, holding back storms you never saw coming. If I had spoken, you would have stayed longer, but I chose silence and called it shelter. I loved you enough to let you go, watched your shadow fade down the quiet street. Night rain swallowed everything I couldn't say. My fault echoing in every word unsaid. Down by the river beneath a fractured moon, your name on my screen, my hands wouldn't move. I rehearsed apologies against the black water, too broken to offer the love you deserve. So I made myself the ghost in your story. Back in this dim room, the air feels heavier. Each small sound rings out like something breaking. I see the life you're building without my ruin, and taste the truth that I was the storm. I loved you enough to let you go, but loving you still is all I seem to know. Fading light pools around these quiet rooms tonight. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. I waited, you didn't come back, that's on me. Some sacrifices bleed forever inside the ones who stay. I breathe your name once, then let the night answer. I breathe your name once, then let the night answer.
Salt air stings, I wipe the salt from my eyes. Evening bruises, sky in purples, fading light. Same weathered bench beside the waiting harbor. Quiet water keeps the words I never said. I waited here, you didn't come back. My silence still sits where your shadow was. I loved you most by letting you go. Cold hands trembled, but I stayed still. Your name broke softly against the night rain. I loved you most by letting you go. Your letter shook inside my unsteady fingers. Ink bled hope, distant cities, open roads. My small town tethered me like heavy rope. To free your wings I had to stay. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Instead I folded every answer into quiet. I loved you most by letting you go. At the the dark, your eyes search for a promise. My throat held storms, my mouth held nothing. I loved you most by letting you go. Empty doorways listen when I pass at night. Unreturned calls echo only in my chest. Photographs shaking in my undeserving hands. I whisper truths now to no one listening. Some loves only breathe inside their own absence. The days grew thin, routine carving hollows through my ribs. I learned your laughter from echoes, not from presence. Harbor winds carry secrets I was too proud to speak. Love became this ache I choose to carry alone. I loved you most by letting you go. Not with a fight, just a trembling surrender. Night rain hides the tears I never showed you. I loved you most by letting you go. Your dreams sailed on, my life stayed in fading light. I stayed behind, keeping us alive by letting you go. In the quiet after sunset, I finally release you.
Crack pavement holds my shadow at the bus stop. Fading lights stain the street with tired orange bruises. Cold hands on this case that stole our nights. Your window dark, but I still feel your breathing. I chose the road before I chose your name. Trembling breath caught between stay and disappear. I left to keep our love alive. It's what I whispered to the night. Photographs shaking in my unreturned calls. Your quiet rooms echo every almost spoken word. Our love was always the softest melody, playing under broken bills and flickering late shows. I typed and erased my reasons for leaving. Each word, a small wound I mailed you. If I had spoken, would you have begged? Or just watch the morning swallow my promise? I left to keep our love alive. That's what I whispered to the night. Night rain on glass spelled out your name. sits heavy where your head once rested. The bus pulled away before you reached the window. Empty doorways blurred into a single long goodbye. I traded your warmth for strangers saying my name. Every song I sing tastes like your silence. I waited inside crowds you never knew to serve. Grayscale morning still lives behind my eyes forever. You didn't cry, you just folded into quiet surrender. I walked away pretending distance could protect what we were. Now every road just circles back to your doorway. I left to keep our love alive. Love feels colder this far from your hands. Fading light follows me through every borrowed room. My fall is carved in every unfinished line. If I'd spoken, I would have held you longer. I waited, you didn't come back to our song. Some nights I swear you answer in the silence.
Harbor wind tastes like salt and diesel tonight. Bruised purple sky sinking over tired boats. Cold hands folding your last small letter close. A seagull's cry splits this heavy quiet open. I trace our footprints where the tide erased us. Every wave whispers something I answer too late. I waited, you didn't come back. Your name hangs low in the fading light. I waited, you didn't come back. My fault lives here in the quiet. Ships leaving, I was the rusted anchor. Your eyes held storms, you never let me drown. Unreturned calls ringing out in my chest. Photographs shaking when the night rain starts. If I had spoken instead of swallowing every word, would have held you longer at the doorway. Yeah, I waited, you didn't come back. Your voice broke softly through the trembling breath. I waited, you didn't come back. You begged me to forget, I never learned how. simple love made your chaos quiet, yet you chose the sky over this small harbor. I stayed behind with your absence on my shoulders. Learning love means opening my hands, not clenching tighter, letting you fly while I fall in slow circles. Now the days blur like rain on old windows. Friends talk gently but never reach that hollow distance. I walk these empty doorways, counting every almost confession. Understanding sacrifice is loving you where I can't follow. I waited, you didn't come back, but I breathe now inside the space you left. I waited, you didn't come back. Your shadow walks beside me along the waterline. If I had spoken, maybe you would have stayed longer. I would have held you longer than let you go. In this fading light, I finally loosen my hands. Night rain softens the neon in the distance. Empty doorways stare back like unanswered questions. Your name hangs quiet on my trembling breath. Photograph shaking in my cold hands. You're laughing. I waited on this rooftop till the sky went colorless. Every passing headlight whispered you were not coming. I let you go so you could breathe. Held my tongue while your dreams found wings. I let you go so you could breathe. Now I haunt our memories like a stranger, watching your light from this fading rooftop sky. Your laugh once cut straight through my restless thoughts. Now it's only echoes in these quiet rooms. Unreturned calls sitting like ghosts in my pocket. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? I waited for your footsteps climbing toward my door. Night rain counting seconds, you never came home. I let you go so you could breathe. Step back slow, disappeared from every photograph. I let you go so you could breathe. You grew brighter while my colors bled away. I learned to love you from the shadows. It was never one moment, just 1,000 almost. Every unsent message, every half-finished goodbye.
while my world turned hollow. My fault was pretending silence did not hurt. Tonight the clock keeps blinking, but time refuses to move. Your coffee cup still waits, dust gathering where steam once rose. I press my forehead to the glass, feel the distance breathing. I finally see I chose this ache to keep you unbroken. I let you go so you could breathe, traded our future for the sound of your freedom. I let you go so you could breathe, carry the weight so your hands stay light. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Now I walk forward alone with your laughter behind me. Some loves are kept by learning to leave them free. Dust on the floor, Brooklyn windows leaking fading light, bare feet on scars in the old wooden grain. Photographs shaking between my cold hands tonight. Your street lamp smile still untouched by what we became. I buried pieces of myself where you would not see. Quiet rooms learned my name before you left me. Sometimes loving you meant breaking myself in silence. I waited, you didn't come back. Your shadow stayed longer than your footsteps. Sometimes loving you meant breaking myself in silence. Summer rooftops, night rain steaming on hot stone. Your laughter spilling, chasing sirens down the avenue. You dreamed in continents, I dreamed in one neighborhood. Every corner knew me, every corner kept me. You packed your colors into unfamiliar city names. My trembling breath pretended distance wouldn't cut through. Sometimes loving you meant breaking myself in silence. I waited, you didn't come back. Empty doorways learned every shape of my longing. Sometimes loving you meant breaking myself in silence. I told you I couldn't go, my voice barely moving. The river kept your reflection when I let go. Your goodbye felt older than both of our lives. If I had spoken true, would you have stayed, or just broken slower in some different room? Nights blur into mornings, your absence folded into routine shadows. Unreturned calls I never made haunt my quiet pockets. I watch your distant life glow through strangers' glowing screens. My fault lives softly here, blessing you from far away. Sometimes loving you
human, breaking myself in silence. I waited, you didn't come back to my door. Photographs shaking like small storms in my cold hands. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Now every heartbeat nods yes to your freedom. Sometimes loving you meant breaking myself in silence. In this fading light, my silence finally lets you go.
Night rain leans against the old beach house. Cold hands buried deep in this warm jacket. Salt on my lips tastes like unsaid words. Fading light drowns slow behind the horizon line. I waited here while the waves kept talking. Didn't come back, the tide pulled harder. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? My trembling breath learned how to disappear. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. Your laughter once chased seagulls from these docks. Quiet rooms remember every unreturned call. Photographs shaking between my fingers like promises. Walked away so your heart could sleep. I waited here while the storm grew gentle. You didn't come back, the sky stayed empty. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? Your name still burns holes through the night rain. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. Maybe you found windows filled with softer mornings. Maybe your cold hands are finally warm now. I haunt the spaces between your forgotten questions. My thought lives quiet in this borrowed silence. I chose your peace over my own breathing. The photograph folds like a wing that never opened. I trace our faces like a map I can't return. I would have held you longer than this breaking shoreline. Too late to turn back from the life I ruined. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. Sometimes love is leaving without a sound. I carry your them like chains around my chest. Every fading light feels like you turning away. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? I waited, you didn't come back, it's my fault. In every quiet room I still walk away. Quiet town stitched between sea and hills. Your laughter warmed these small forgotten streets. Calloused hands around cheap coffee cups. Dreams like fragile tapestries between us. Still I felt that silent weight inside, knowing love would ask for more than me. I want you to be happy. Those words tasted like night rain. I want you to be happy, while my cold hands learn to let go. Trace city lights on paper napkins. I smelled salt and rust on every promise. Your eyes were already past the shoreline. Our silence grew louder than the waves. If I had spoken, would it change you? Only bruise the wings you carry. I want you to be happy. Your suitcase shaking in the fading light. I want you to be happy as the empty doorway swallowed your name. Unreturned calls became our quiet agreement. Photographs shaking when the night rain started. I waited where the platform met the sea wind. Too late to ask you to stay, too late to offer less than everything. Now I walk the shoreline counting every trembling breath alone. Your shadow moves beside the turning tide, then disappears. I carry your absence like a folded poem in my chest. My fault was loving you smaller than your sky. I want you to be happy. Even without my voice, those words still echo through these quiet rooms. I want you to be happy, though it breaks me slowly. Each fading light reminds me what I released. I want you to be happy, while I learn to live inside this goodbye. I would have held you longer if holding made you free.
Flickering street lamp over this warm wooden bench tonight. Night rain softens the city's distant hum. Photographs shaking between my cold hands slowly. Your smile holds every word I never said. I waited here while your world kept turning. I let you go so your light kept burning. I loved you enough to lose you, watched you walk into a brighter sky. I loved you enough to lose you, left my heart in your unreturned goodbye. Days blurred quiet while I learned your absence. Unreturned calls ringing through these quiet rooms. I spoke lightly just to hear your breathing, swallowing questions every time your laughter trembled. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? Or would my trembling breath have dimmed your day? I loved you enough to lose you, listen gently while you name new dreams. I loved you enough to lose you, bit my tongue as you slipped from me. Your voice once cracked through the midnight distance. You were lost again in a life beyond mine. I could have begged you back into my shadow. Instead I told you chase every fading light. Hung up quickly before my tears confessed everything. Now I walk our streets, counting ghosts and empty doorways. Every step a promise I kept to your freedom. Fading light rests softer on the places we shattered. The ache remains, but it finally stops breaking. I loved you enough to lose you, let my heart be the silence behind your wings. I loved you enough to lose you, paid in lonely nights for the life you're living. I loved you enough to lose you, carry you quietly where you can't feel the weight. If I had spoken, I'd never have set you free. Night rain gathers at the end of the pier. Salt air clings like a secret on my skin. Fading light bleeding out behind the rising line. I wear this quiet regret like a second heart. Empty doorways way behind me. I keep facing water. Every trembling breath tastes like something unfinished.
I loved you enough to let you go. Photographs shaking in my unsteady hands tonight. I loved you enough to let you go. I waited, you didn't come back to the shore. We lived on parallel lines, so close, never touching. Unreturned calls stacked up like unread prayers. You wanted evenings without absence, rooms that stayed warm. I chose a life of silence over your breaking. If I had spoken, you might have stayed. My fault lives here where the words dissolved. I loved you enough to let you go. Streetlights blur like memories through this night rain. I loved you enough to let you go. I waited, you didn't come back to the shore. Your window held a single flickering stubborn light. I stood outside counting heartbeats against the door. The note I left shook in my cold hands. Too late to say this was love, not absence. My footsteps drowned out everything I couldn't say. Now the city feels hollow, every crowd a quiet room. Your laughter haunts reflections in unfamiliar passing faces. I walk through strangers like a ghost you once believed. I would have held you longer, I walked away instead. I loved you enough to let you go. That's a story I tell when the nights turn cruel. I loved you enough to let you go, but my chest still answers every unreturned call. I loved you enough to let you go, and I'm the one left fading with the light. Somewhere you are warm, and I stay